is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, The Unpopular Party. Today, I am going to be recapping Bad Boys Club Season 1, Episode 1 on Zeus Network. Now, there was a whole lot that happened in this episode. You know what's crazy? I really wasn't going to do a recap on this season. Why? It's because a long time ago, I did basically my first thought on what I think the cast is giving, right? Now, giving my thoughts, I said some things in that video. You know, I didn't think I said anything too out the way, but you know, I just gave my thoughts. I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna say what, but that video kind of ruffled some feathers from what I hear. A source of mine got back to me and basically was telling me how like somebody on the cast didn't like what I had to say, blase, it is what it is. And it's pretty reliable sources. This is all I'm gonna say. Here at the Unpopular Party, it's unpopular, you know what I'm saying? But what I pride myself on is my channel, I only talk about what's being presented in front of me in the TV. I'm really not biased. I don't really just be like, oh, this B and stuff like that. Like, you know, I don't call people out their names. I try not to, we don't call people ugly or stuff like that. We don't talk about things that people cannot control out of their nature. Over here on this channel, we strictly talk about what's being presented in front of us. If you go on TV and you look a mess, me and my subscribers are gonna talk about that within reason. So let's just keep that in mind going forward. Me personally, I just feel like you don't want to be criticized too much for things that's out of your control. Do not go on reality TV where someone else can produce you. Clap if you agree. Yeah, Suzanne, Coleman, yeah. But yeah, I just thought I'd give y'all that little tea real quick. But yeah, you know, my people, I know y'all wanted me to talk about this, and I want to talk about it too. Like, let's be honest. Bad Boys Club is something that a lot of people has been wanting for the longest. You've seen on YouTube different parodies. You've seen people talk about it for the longest. You know, within the Bad Girls Club franchise, the biggest fans they have is girls and gay boys. So of course, they're going to want a Bad Boys Club. For Zeus to be a big network that they do and giving this opportunity, I commend them. This is something, if done right, can be really groundbreaking and set the tone for a lot of seasons. Keyword though, done right. Which is my perfect segue into my thoughts on how I feel about the first episode of the Bad Boys Club.
I thought I knew you.
So yeah, I wholeheartedly feel like what makes a good show is not just fights. You want to have a story that goes along with it. When we watched Bad Girls Club growing up, it wasn't the fact that the twins got jumped. You know, that was like, oh, it was the fact that week in week we saw how the twins started out friends with these girls. They got sick of them. They started doing these little antics. They started getting on the house nerve, which led to that opening fight of that moment. You know what I'm saying? We saw on BGC 9 with Megan and that whole fiasco. We saw how Megan got on this show, was friends with Julie and Fallon, got sick of them. They switched up, which led to that moment. I feel like to make a good show, you have to produce a good show. We may talk about the messy producers from BGC days, but they put on a good show, okay? Fighting just to fight is kind of like with Johnson's Cabaret. When K Capri and Wet Wet got to fighting, it was like, what are y'all fighting for? But anyway, Zeus said, y'all ain't finna catch me up. They got a warning for y'all now. I said, okay, Liam Palmer. They said, we not liable for none. So we see the intro and we see this, a bad boy is you. And I feel like that pays good homage to with Bad Girls Club when they be like, a bad girl's within you. What makes a bad girl? They're talking about what makes a bad boy. So now we get a chance to meet the boys. First up, we meet Curion. I think I'm saying it right, but Curion, he's 33 years old, and this is Kurt Franklin's son. Basically, his reasoning for going on the Bad Boys Club, he wants to create his own route. He didn't go down his father's path. You know, he's him. He wants to create his own identity in a sense. Next, we have Anthony. He goes by Anthony Uncensored. He's from Houston, and I remember him from Natalie's Baddies Club video, which I did a recap on, but he was on Natalie's Baddies Club, basically giving his thought about what a Bad Boys is, so it kind of makes sense, you know, especially within that circle of Natalie producing it, that he would be on the show. So I wasn't surprised, but he's a party promoter from Houston. He said he puts on the best parties. All right. Next up, we got Curtis. He's 27 from New York City. I put in here, he's straight. He wanted us to know that he's straight, and we do have straight people on the Bad Boys Club. And not just gay people on here, straight people on here too. But I'm gonna get into that. Just put a pin in that. Next, we have Dylan. So Dylan is 22. He's from Shelbyville, but I know 931 because, like I said, I went to Austin Peay State University. That is Clarksville. I know that area. He said he a bad boy because he be I said, Okay, next we got Milan. We know Milan. Milan is 36. I just want to add this, you know. These are not no bad boys. These are some grown men. Like, when I think of a little bad boy, I'm thinking, okay, like maybe a little 21, 22, you know. Now, I initially said that Milan being on the Bad Boys Club, it's kind of was like, you still looking for your 15 minutes. Because, you know, Milan been on Love and Hip Hop. you know, still just trying to keep his name out there. However, like a good friend had to tell me this is kind of on brand for him. I mean, he still be going live on Bingo, going off on people and stuff like that. So this is kind of up his alley. And if he feel like this is his bag and this is his pinnacle, who am I to stop somebody's dream? You know what I'm saying? So if this is what he want to do, go off. Next we have Moolah. So Moolah owns a radio station. He's a car dealership. He has a podcast, a clothing brand, all that good stuff. Them toxic men you see them be talking about on TikTok with a podcast, that's Moolah. He's straight as well. He won't try to know he's straight. He ain't with that gay stuff. He let y'all know that every 2 seconds. I ain't with that gay stuff, bro. Move, I ain't with that gay stuff. He also said he did 5 years in prison. I'm like, ooh, can you be on here? Cause you know if you on here, you catch a charge. Don't they send you back? You know, just let me know. I don't mean no shades. Let me know. I got to where the money reside. You know, he went real viral for hopping out the car, saying y'all were married, had a little lamb, where the money reside. I know I done said that a couple times, but he's 24 and he's kind of trying to break out of that image he has. He said he feels like a lot of people just think he's so, you know, sweet and innocent. He ain't fighting. He was like, you know, it's another side to him. We get into that. Next we have William the Baddest. He's 28. He's a rapper. I've never heard a song by him, but you know, hey, he said he holding it down and doing it big out there in LA. But you know what? I may not know him from rapping, but I do know he's from Catfish. He was on Catfish for catfishing that boy Dallas, who be on OnlyFans showing his butt and stuff like that. So yeah, he catfished Dallas as a girl, but and I remember on the episode he tried to like spin it and just be like, Dallas, you be gay baiting, and which Dallas do, but it's like, you still catfished him. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Gutta. Gutta is 21. Okay, I didn't recognize Gutta at first, but I had to do some digging. I actually have seen Gutta before. Gutta was on the come up on YouTube, in which I started watching not too long ago. And he's just been viral for like a lot of his antics and stuff on YouTube. So yeah, now, even though he wasn't introduced in like the green screen, Andrew, Mr. I'm Not Gay No More, he is also a part of this cast, but just let's put a pin in that. Oh, the intro is cute. I have to get credit where credit due. Production is cute. You know, the quality is nice. The house looks really good. Oh, I'm jumping ahead. But the intro is nice, okay? Now, we first get into it and we see Milan versus Andrew. Andrew is just going all talking about something. Y'all are nasty. These are y'all only 15 minutes. Milan said Andrew is not as deliberate as he wants y'all to think, because he was just in his DM trying to and Andrew, I would not want to sleep with you. You is nasty. I was like, sis, it's okay. Andrew was just arguing with like the whole cast. He got into it with Milan, where the money reside. That boy talk. He said where the money reside, there was no money over there. Hey, what? What? He done got into it with William, Dylan. I don't know what was up with Andrew. Get that camera out my face. Sis. Even Dylan was trying to fight him, like trying to run up. And then Anthony I feel like he's gonna be the Natalie of this season. Anthony was running up to Andrew talking about something. Go at him, swing on him, don't do something. He even said it to you. He was like, I was just trying to antagonize. So they done did this photo shoot all day, right? So, you know, it's nighttime. And Milan talking about something, he's just upset because the comments and stuff Andrew did made been brewing. Next thing you know, we see Milan and Darrell, where the money reside, they trying to jump gates and stuff, running to go after him. Security had to tell them, listen, y'all not finna jump nobody. If we got an issue, we'll solve it. Cool. So that's pretty much how we got introduced to the Bad Boys. So we got literally introduced to them during the photo shoot. So in the next scene, we see the producers meet with Natalie, and they telling Natalie, like, listen, the boys are on their way, and Natalie, this isn't my show. This is their show. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to, this isn't my show. I'm not here. This is my show. She said that about 50 times. I get you now. I was like, okay, Natalie, we get it. This ain't your show. So now we see all the boys get into the van except for Andrew. Andrew is nowhere to be found. But we see all the other men, well, boys, men, I don't know, child. They grown. So we see all the other bad boys get into the vehicle and they just have a conversation. Moolah makes this clear once again, he is straight. He not with that gay stuff. Don't come in with him gay stuff. He really, just keep going. I'm straight. You know what they say about them people? They always gotta tell you 24/7, I'm straight. In the midst of all that, because they just trying to figure out who gay, who straight. You know, everybody else on the cast pretty much gay except for Curtis and Moolah. But then they trying to figure out Curion, Kurt Franklin's son, what's his sexuality. And when she was like, I'm me, bro, that he gay. Well, I ain't gonna say the boy gay, because I just feel like, sexuality is such a label. Some people feel like they gay, some people feel like they straight, some people feel like they bisexual, some people just don't want to be tied down to an orientation. I get that. So anyways, while we in the car, we see William the Baddest versus 931 Baddie. they, for some reason, started going that because Dylan was real rah on the bus, right? He's talking about I heard you was on Instagram talking about me, so what's up? You want to fight? But I'm like, what are y'all fighting for? It's giving, you was just trying to show out right now. You trying to look real cute. That's what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, because y'all haven't, mind y'all, they have not gotten to the house. We just see so many fights. They haven't even gotten to the house yet. They're on the bus. So we see Dylan just get up and just in William's face. William is sitting down, right? Dylan, I don't want to fight. What you want to do? What's up? So Dylan ends up grab a bat and he throw it at William and they just shadow boxing because they didn't fight. A fight of something connect. They didn't connect, right? They was just shadow boxing. So when they get off the bus, it's like everybody trying to make them fight. Well, specifically Darrell. He's like, y'all better fight. Y'all better fight right now. If you don't fight in 5 seconds, I'm gonna fight you. I thought the boy was just playing. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was just, just trying to like tease him a little bit. Like, because mind you, they did have all this rah-rah on the chest, but when they got off the bus, they just looking at each other. They really didn't want to fight. Yeah, bro, just being too stand. And it's like, if you just hit me with a bag, I'm finna give you what you're looking for. We finna go. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't want to fight for real. And when they finally did fight, it wasn't a fight. Like I said, they were shadow boxing. The air got jumped. The air was getting all them licks, but as far as them two, they didn't. So here's what's crazy though. Remember when I said I thought Darrell was just playing when he was like, if you don't fight in 5 seconds, I'm gonna fight you. After that fight, Darrell just felt like, where the money reside, he felt like y'all didn't fight good enough. So he just like popped on Dylan, and next Dylan fall into the bushes, and Dylan don't know what's going on. Security had to grab him. They grabbed Darrell. Dylan, at this point, Dylan is shook. He done feel that. He don't realize he on the bad boys. So at this point, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do this no more. Nah, baby, no. Granted, that have nothing to do with the real. I'm gonna get onto that. Let's put a pin in that coming right there. Dylan, you ready for it, right? You missed the bag. You 931 bad. You throwing bags and stuff on the bus. You ready to fight. So when someone come at you with that same rah energy, now you telling Natalie, I don't want to do this no more. I want to go home. Now, Dylan, I think he just pulled your whole card. Now, Darrell, let me talk to you real quick. They have nothing to do with you. Yes, granted the fight was weak. Granted, it was embarrassing. Let them be embarrassed. For you to go and just keep for you to answer it on, I was like, okay, maybe flame, but for you to actually hit that boy and just insert yourself into a situation that had nothing to do with you, that was kind of corny. I'm gonna be honest, that was kind of corny. So after all that, right, of him fighting Dylan and stuff like that, everybody was trying to comfort him and just be like, what you doing? So he was like, okay, to make it fair, I'll fight William. Whoa, why are you trying to fight everybody? Now, William had already said that him and Darrell already had some type of beef prior to this. I mean, the fight, the punches did connect. However, Darrell got out that situation with not only scratches all over his arm, but a busted lip. And it's just like, you could have really just avoided all that if you should have just stayed in your place. You know what I'm saying? All that wasn't needed. I guess he really do want to switch his image to show I got hands, but it's just it wasn't needed. So Natalie ended up putting this man in the car because she was like, you gotta be babysitting. But Darrell did make a good point. He was like, now you can't get mad at me for doing what you done did. We literally on Bad Boys Club because of you acting the fool a long time ago back in the day. Now that is true. Clap if you agree in the comment section. That is co-host. That is true, right? Yeah. But while he's on the van, Milan ended up going to confront him because he's just he doesn't think that's cool. Anthony was there with him as well, but Milan just I don't think that's cool. You shouldn't have did that. And he was like, you heard me say I'm gonna fight him and stuff like that. But they were just listen, all that was needed. Not my camera done cut off mid-sentence. But yeah, it's a lot going on as you can see. So at this point, they done made Natalie mad, but she basically telling them this is the house. It's only one master bedroom. Y'all can, decide who gets it. It's one room with a twin size bed. But yeah, they basically up them to pick their rooms. Dylan, Darrell, and William, they all three have a conversation. William and Dylan basically say they're not here to fight. Darrell I'm sorry, I had to beat y'all up. And they pretty much just it is what it is. So next we see Moolah, and Moolah in the room by himself, but he got Curtis in there too. And then Anthony and Gutter in there, but Moolah kind of on the vibe, he don't want no gay people in his room. Moolah is just constantly telling us he's not with that gay stuff. And I'm like, Gutter, for someone to keep saying, I don't want that gay stuff around me, that means if you let it around you, something gonna get ignited and you're gonna get a little too excited. Then we see Gutter and Carrion go into the same room, and Carrion nah, bro, I want this room. Gutter I want this room. Next thing you know, Baby, they start flirting. Gutter just kind of like, you gonna sing to me. I mean, I'm just saying, you can get to the room with those, and it's getting real flirtatious. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on what's gonna happen with that. Also, we see Anthony go upstairs and he gets into the master bedroom, right? While he up there, chit-chatting and having a little good time, Milan go up there and he's like, oh, nah, I know y'all heard me say I'm getting this master bedroom. I could have sworn just a couple scenes earlier they was cool, kicking. Next thing you know, they fighting over this bed. I'm like, y'all, we could have came up with like a little schedule. Y'all could have just alternated weekends. I get it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's not that deep. Like, they don't argue. One thing about it, they don't argue. Me, I live for a good argument. I live for a good read. They just go straight to scrapping. It's just like, why y'all got so much rah-rah Anna on y'all chest? It's just the first day. Like, it wasn't really that deep to me, but I mean, I guess they got over it. Next thing, Natalie calls them all downstairs, and she basically showed them how Andrew is no longer gonna be a part of the show. I don't know what was happening, but I think he tried to run off with a Zeus chick. I'm not sure. But basically, Andrew was just like, get them cameras out of my face, I'm leaving. They was like, we really want you to be a part of the show. He said he's concerned for his safety. Andrew leaves the show. Literally, while all that is going on, Natalie's like, what you think? Gutter like, it is what it is. Milan is like, honestly, Natalie, to be honest with you, I don't think it's fair that he leaving. I also think it's the real that you fought Dylan and William earlier. I feel like that was some bully stuff. Before the real can even get 2 sentences in, he done threw this drink at him. Boom, they fighting. Why y'all got so much, what? Like, calm down. Like, why we fight so much? And that's the end of episode 1. So next week, we pretty much see them get into it some more. We see Curtis get into it with Moolah, because Moolah keep questioning his sexuality. And then Gutter going off about something. Anthony talking about some of the gay people y'all keep talking about, the ones that's fighting for them. So it looks like it's going to be the straights versus the gays next episode. Mind y'all, all of this is still the first day that they got into the house. But I think they only filmed for like, a month. So I guess that's to be expected, but it's a lot going on. But for the most part, I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the next episodes, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this plays into for the Bad Boys Club universe. But what did y'all think? Did y'all enjoy the episode? Did y'all like this? Let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll keep y'all updated on my next video. All right, bye.